Hi everyone, my name is Alyssa Leys. I'm going to be talking about how to communicate servant leadership to followers using a variety of skills and techniques. The first way that an individual can ensure he or she is being a servant leader is through promoting a team-focused environment, which will produce the best results for both the team, the company, and the individual. The second way to communicate servant leadership is by knowing how to take a contingency approach to varying leadership styles like authoritarian, democratic, and laissez-faire. Lastly, an individual can promote servant leadership by knowing how to value others through communicating proper praise and constructive criticism. Therefore, being a servant leader takes ongoing development of the ability to lead others through the promotion of a team-focused environment, a variety of appropriate skills, leadership within the contingency approach, and leaders giving followers a balance of proper praise and constructive feedback. The first step in becoming a servant leader is found in the most important aspect of being a servant leader, which is the promotion of a team-focused environment rather than working on an individual basis. A leader can promote teamwork in a variety of ways. One way to facilitate a team environment is through the promotion of communicating goals and results shared between a leader and his followers. In the book Communicating at Work, Ronald B. Adler, Jean Elmhorst, and Kristen Lucas discuss how teamwork is different than group work. Teamwork means having collectively shaped work, focusing on team goals rather than individual goals, and producing results together. Adler, Elmhorst, and Lucas say that by creating clear shared goals, members of a winning team know why their team exists, and they believe that the purpose is important and worthwhile. Page 189. This will create a unified commitment within the team members that will inspire each individual to work with one another in achieving a common goal, which promotes teamwork. This means that a leader's goal and subordinate's goal align, and both the leaders and subordinates work together to make these goals a reality. Therefore, the leader is serving the people on the task rather than serving themselves. In John C. Maxwell's book, Everyone Communicates, Few Connects, Maxwell stresses the importance of connecting with the people that the leader is leading. He says, no matter what your goals are, connecting can help you. Page 14. By instilling being transparent in the goals of the team, the leader is connecting with subordinates by showing he or she trusts them, which will further promote good relationships and a team environment. The second step in promoting teamwork comes when a servant leader communicates the importance of collaboration, shared responsibility, and fostering new ideas within the team members. In Alexander Hill's book, Just Business, Christian Ethics for the Marketplace, Hill talks about valuing employees both for their skills, ideas, and as people. To work towards collaboration with subordinates, a leader must see employees as being valuable parts of a journey towards a goal, valuable parts of the team, and valuable parts of the company overall. Hill talks about how a leader that sees employees as valuable and a leader that serves employees is going to bring about the best results possible for both the employees and the employer. This means that a servant leader looks from both his or her perspective, the team's perspective, and the company's perspective. This will require collaboration and fostering of new ideas within the team to pick ethical goals and create steps to reach those goals. Adler, Elmhorst, and Lucas agree with the idea of collaboration during servant leadership by saying that it creates a collaborative climate. They say that collaborative climate means people and successful teams trust and support one another. Page 189. Therefore, a servant leader is going to trust and support team members through communicating collaboration. This collaboration also comes with mutual accountability. Both the leader and the subordinates are mutually accountable for the results of a task, regardless if the results are good or bad. This means that the leader is contributing to the shared efforts of the team and the goals, which shows the leader is helping to serve the team members using servant leadership. This falls in line with Adler, Elmhorst, and Lucas's idea of unified commitment, which is when people in successful teams put the group's goals above their personal interests. Page 189. A leader holding himself or herself mutually accountable in team projects shows that he or she is putting the interests of the teams ahead of their personal interests, which communicates servant leadership. Along with making connections within the team to promote leadership, a servant leader must know how to balance the utilization of various leading styles and attitudes. The best servant leader knows to take a delicate balance of authoritarian, democratic, and laissez-faire styles of leadership to establish a well-rounded leader within a team. Adler, Elmhorst, and Lucas say that the authoritarian style approach is when leaders use control over subordinates. Democratic is when leaders invite teammates to help make decisions, and laissez-faire is when a leader gives up power to make the team and the leader work together as equals. Balancing these styles will help a leader to look at the task while looking at building relationships at the same time. In James C. Hunter's book, The Servant, Hunter said, the key then to relationship is accomplishing the task at hand while building relationships. Page 41. Hunter depicts that remembering this as a leader helps it make it so the leader is being as effective as possible within the team by both serving the people and the task rather than merely babysitting subordinates or babysitting the task. Adler, Elmhorst, and Lucas expanded on this idea through having the idea of a contingency approach to leadership. This is to best serve people first while still getting tasks completed. It requires balancing these leaderships. They define the contingency approach as being based on the idea that the best leadership style is flexible. It changes from one situation to the next. Page 192. Being a servant leader means changing between different leadership styles of authoritarian, democratic, and laissez-faire, based upon which will serve each individual best and each situation best. In addition, these different styles need to be balanced to foster relationships and serve the team. Adler, Elmhorst, and Lucas said that to use the contingency approach, a leader uses the life cycle theory, which suggests a leader's concern for tasks and relationships ought to vary. Page 192. To be a servant leader to each subordinate on the team, a leader needs to know each team member's skills, needs, and work style is different. Therefore, using different skills will allow the leader to be a servant to both each individual and the team as a whole through connecting differently. However, servant leadership is best expressed when a team leader uses delicate balance of mainly democratic and laissez-faire styles of leadership. This is because democratic leadership values the thoughts and ideas of the other team members rather than simply valuing the leader's thoughts. It shows that the leader is serving both the team by allowing all to be involved in the decision-making process, so that the final decision is agreed upon by all and affects everyone best. Laissez-faire is the other style of leadership that should be used most to project servant leadership. This is because it shows the leader as an equal to everyone else. This communicates a servant approach by practicing equal value, responsibility, commitment, and mutual effort for both the leader and the subordinates involved, which shows the leader serving the team and the task before serving oneself. Having this attitude to connect using communication with team members will foster relationships by valuing and serving people in all circumstances. Maxwell shares findings from Jay Hall's firm about what makes a leader a high achiever. He said it takes a person who cares about people as well as profits, views subordinates optimistically, and seeks advice from those under them and listens to everyone. Page 17. Doing these things helps a leader effectively connect with team members, which fosters relationships through serving them, and ultimately completes the task with the best results. Maxwell's book is all about how to communicate with people by connecting with them first. Connecting with people means serving people, which means balancing different styles of leadership based upon people involved in the situation so that all teamwork is effective. Through both the promotion of a team-centered environment and utilization of different leading skills, a servant leader must provide others with praise and constructive criticism as well. Being a servant leader means learning the skills of focusing on others in order to provide them with praise and constructive feedback. Giving praise and feedback shows care, concern, and value in others, which is a way of serving them by helping them use their strengths and working on their weaknesses so that everyone is performing at his or her best ability. Providing praise and constructive feedback requires that a leader understands and focuses on people. Maxwell talked about different ways in which a leader can connect, serve, and inspire a team. He said, you should be grateful that people are willing to give you their ear. You should be grateful that if they stay and continue to listen to you. And you should be even more grateful if they are so inspired that you take to heart what you have to say. Page 217. Showing gratitude to a team means giving feedback, both praiseworthy and constructive. It shows that a leader is invested enough in his or her team to care about the performance, want to thank them, and help them become better at their job. Adler, Elmhorst, and Lucas say that this communicates serving each individual as a vital part of the team that contributed. And it helps serve them and to grow as individuals and as a team member. It gives praise for both the job well done, which shows employees that leaders value and recognize their efforts. To do this, Adler, Elmhorst, and Lucas say that a leader must praise subordinates from time to time as to not go overboard on praise, to remain effective and seem sincere in that praise. They said insincere praise is worse than no praise at all. It suggests you can't think of anything the other person has done that deserves genuine acknowledgement. Page 113. In addition, praising an employee right away versus waiting till later to praise them will create a better relationship and show more value towards the employee. Therefore, knowing when to praise and having good content to praise them with is important to be the best servant leader because it is the best way to instill value in team members. Hunter called praising team members as showing kindness as a servant leader, which means giving attention, appreciation, and encouragement as a leader. Maxwell said that the team members want to know that their success is more important than your success. They will get credit for their accomplishments and that you will celebrate their successes. Page 227. A servant leader knows that to serve others, they must not only praise them with kindness, but also provide constructive feedback. Adler, Elmhorst, and Lucas said, "Critical messages don't have to create problems. With enough skill, you can learn to both deliver and respond to them in ways that can maintain or even improve relationships." Being a servant leader means connecting and building relationships with team members, and providing critical, constructive criticism is a way to keep and improve upon those relationships to better serve team members. To deliver constructive feedback, a leader must focus on one criticism at a time and be positive about it. In addition, Adler, Elmhorst, and Lucas stressed that it is important to deliver this feedback privately, as to show respect to the individual, and it is important to listen to their point of view to show value in their perspective. Both showing respect and value helps a leader to serve an individual that he or she is giving feedback to. The last aspect of praise and constructive feedback that a servant leader must communicate is that team members should be comfortable and encouraged to give the leader feedback. Just as each team member deserves praise and can improve, so can the leader. This pulls together the idea of democratic and laissez-faire leading styles, because it places value on the team members' thoughts about the leader, and it places the leader and subordinates on an equal level for receiving praise and constructive feedback. As the research shows, becoming and being a servant leader is a lifelong process that takes continuous learning and adapting. Servant leadership requires an individual that is committed to learning how to communicate the value of others using a variety of leadership styles, skills, and techniques. Servant leadership is the most effective way to lead others through teamwork, which equates to the best results.